Sabota cuts it down. Another pass. Leclerc will try again. Leclerc to Lindros. The shot. Score! It changed direction on the way in. But one of the best shifts you're ever going to see. Pays off. 3-2 Philadelphia.
What an onslaught by the Philadelphia Flyers. Boy, they just kept going to the attack. They were not going to be denied. And Eric Lindros comes through. Well, last night it was Yager and Lemieux. Fedorov for Detroit. Tonight it's been Lindros and Leclerc. And when you need goals in the crunch, you got to turn to your top players. And these two have responded tonight. Watch that feed by Leclerc. It hits the skate. I'm trying to identify the number. Warner, I believe, changed direction and right past the 5-hole. Van Beesbroek. Happiness is 88 getting that go-ahead goal.
You're right. It was Rhett Warren who had that one glance off him. Eric's first goal of this series, 4th of the playoffs. He has a goal and 2 assists on the game. Don Leclerc will get an assist.
I tell you, those last 3 shifts by the Flyers were just unbelievable.
44. Desjardins. Desjardins, a little flip shot wide. It rolls to the side, and that's Spela trying to get it loose. Now a shot, score! Lindros fires it home from the side angle. Another power play goal. 2-0 Philadelphia.
A few more Flyer fans throwing rats on the ice, so that's good news. So Van Beesbroek, that solid brick wall, has found some leaks. The Flyers have scored 2 power play goals. That'll make Rod Brindamore feel a lot better as he's getting stitched up. And again, it's a shot from the point by Desjardins. Now keep an eye on Lindros as the side of the net, and Leclerc, I believe, just nudges it to him. And we really couldn't tell from this angle if it went through the 5-hole to the long side. But let's watch again as Spela not able to handle that puck behind the net, and Lindros just released it as it came loose. So a wonderful start for the Flyers, scoring 2 power play goals.
We had talked about the fact that the Flyers had an advantage in this series in the special teams. They had not taken full advantage of that through games 1 and 2, at least in terms of on the scoreboard. You had mentioned their power play had gotten chances, but only the 1 goal. Well, Flyers 2 for 2 in penalty kills, 2 for 2 in power play.
Van Beesbroek, 2 seconds left on the first penalty. Lindros fires, score!
On what has been his first shot of the game, blows it by Van Beesbroek. Van Beesbroek made a couple of great saves, and there even knocked the puck away from his own goal crease. Great save here with his right foot, kicks it aside, but with the 5-on-3 happening, the Flyers kept the puck in the zone, and when the big train gets this amount of time to shoot the puck, it's a flat-out rocket. There you see Leclerc. He can't get to that loose puck. He's with Murphy. There's another save by Van Beesbroek, who was sharp. The battle continues, and this is the shot that beats Van Beesbroek through the screen. A rocket from Lindros. His first shot of this game. And it's a rocket. He found open ice. Watch the stick bend. Oh, man. And there's the celebration as the Flyers get the first goal. It's a power play goal. And the teams are back at full strength.
A power play goal for Lindros, his 6th goal of the playoffs, his 3rd of the series. 2 of the 3 this series have been power play goals. Lowry's penalty was up, but Huff's was not. So Huff is released from the box.
It's the new Dodge Intermission Report. We're back live in Philadelphia, the Core State Center. A very exciting second period, back and forth after 2 periods of play. USA 3, Canada 2. And joining us right now, the biggest of the big, Eric Lindros of the Philadelphia Flyers. Eric, I want to talk about that second period. First period, Canada controlled. Looked like it turned around in the second period there.
Yeah, we weren't skating. We weren't crisp with our passes out of our own end. We weren't available for our defensemen. And geez, we had a power play there, and I think they had twice as many chances as we did. So we got to clamp down on that. We're not out of this game by any margin, and clear down and get ready to go.
Certainly a weird situation. You were the captain of the Philadelphia Flyers. You come back into a tournament like this, into Philadelphia. well, you're kind of the enemy right now. What's happening out there?
Oh, I don't know about the enemy, but certainly there's a lot of players that are people that are proud for American hockey, and that's great to see. It's a terrific sport, and a lot of great contingency of Canadian supporters up there as well. So it's a little of both.
Another situation I think arises in a tournament format like this. You have a whole bunch of captains from NHL teams around the league all together on one team. You're the captain of the Flyers. Yeah, what happens in the dressing room?
We got about 9. It's great. It's a terrific feeling. You know, everybody is a leader in their own way, and you know, if you're not a captain, generally they're an assistant captain on their club, and so we've got 20 leaders in there, and hopefully we can use them all and pull out a win tonight.
There's no doubt you are a physical player, maybe the most physical player in the NHL. Probably the most physical player in this tournament. Now, the NHL season, 82 games. It's a long grind. This one, the tournament format, 8 games max. That fit your style a little more?
Well, you go hard for 8 games, and you know, every team, if that's the role that is needed to be played, physical presence, and you know, you go do it. You can't do it over the course of an 82-game season, or you're injured and you're only playing 60-some-odd games. But it's a short tournament, and you know, we got a little carrot at the end if we go all the way and grab it, that we get a little time off to heal and get back into training camp at a later date.
Now with Team Canada, you flew from Vancouver yesterday. You get back into Philadelphia, the hometown. Kind of busy the last couple of days?
Well, we just got in now. I mean, we played 2 nights ago. We flew all yesterday, and yeah, getting in here tonight. Back to the grass is about 8 feet long in the front yard, and lots of stuff to do. But no, we focused in on some hockey here, and hopefully we can pull it out.
Eric, I noticed you in the second period after one long shift. You went back to the bench. You immediately went right to Mark Crawford, the assistant coach of Canada. And I don't know if you can remember that specific play, but during a game, what does a player look to a coach to provide information on the bench?
Well, he can see a little bit at times, you know, your back's turned to some of the plays, and he's going to have an idea of what's going on. And if you're getting away from the format, then you feel you are. Then you go to someone like that for a little bit of help, and he didn't have much to say. He said just keep going.
All right. What about the third period? Let's go up there.
We're going to go out, give it our best, pull out a win here.
All right, Eric. Thanks very much for stopping by.
All right. See you later.
Eric Lindros of Team Canada, the captain of the Philadelphia Flyers, has stopped by after 2 periods. Team USA 3, Team Canada 2, and coming up.
Sakic worked back to the point. Footer shot tipped by Shanahan wide. Nordstrom banged to the boards and glass by Eric Lindros, and that brings quite a reaction. In front, Shanahan across the Lindros, score!
The fans here love this one. Who was the big guy on this goal? That man right there, Lindros. Oh, baby. Is this Lindros hockey or what? Mattias Nordstrom is a big kid, the defenseman, 14. He had to play the puck, and did he get nailed? Coffey pinched, and that made a play. And then Sakic with the great first pass, the second pass across, and it's 1-0. Lindros getting the first goal that he's scored in the tournament. What a hit this is. Oh, clean, hard. Coffey pinched. Canada kept the puck in the zone. Lindros got away from everybody. Look at this pass from Shanahan with Salo gone. Salo went to Shanahan, and he left his feet. As soon as he did that, he was dead. The fans now applauding even some more because they know that Eric Lindros, man, what a play he made.
If I give you a clean sheet, what will you write? Will it be poetry or just plain English? If you have something to say it now, for soon my sheet will be filled, and this chapter will end, sure as the next will begin, with a clean sheet, new authors, and a million possibilities.
The best evidence of a player's value to a team occurs when that player can't play. With Eric Lindros, the Flyers are one of the best teams in the East. Without Eric Lindros, the Flyers are average, and they've been without Eric Lindros for the entire season. Lindros did practice Wednesday. Here's some shots of that. He will have his injured groin re-examined on Thursday. If everything is okay, Lindros could return to the Flyers lineup. Without the star, Flyers just 9-9.
I feel like a kid in a candy store right now, getting back with the guys and getting back on the ice with the team and being around the Flyer environment. It's something special, and I missed it. I doubt I'm going to play this weekend. I really doubt it. But maybe we'll take a few steps up the next couple of weeks. I don't know. And if so, then I'll be able to play. If not, then I won't.
Flyers.
And joining us in studio, and
we're happy to have him, though we'd much rather see him on the ice. I think I've told you that a few times. Of course, he needs no introduction. He's Eric Lindros. Tell us about yesterday. We were among the many, just a pregame skate, yet many cameras, many reporters there documenting your every move yesterday at Madison Square Garden. What did you feel? What happened there yesterday?
Well, it's been a lot better. It's really improved. I think the therapy back in London, Ontario was what was needed. It's gotten to the point where we're almost there. It's the extension of my stride, heading straight ahead and cutting to the left. I haven't quite got the power that I normally have, and the strength is coming, and it's not quite perfect yet.
Explain to me the therapy. Acupuncture?
Acupuncture, a lot of work in the water, eccentric, concentric stretching. A lot of manual tension. We were in there about anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours every day, and then skating with a varsity team while I was up there.
Okay, now the first test, I guess, kind of came yesterday in a way. Skating, trying to push off, trying to get your stride going. The second test, once you don't feel that pain anymore, here you are yesterday. The second test will be what? Some kind of contact drills and actually taking some hits?
Yeah, contact and certainly putting into positions where it hasn't been when you're on a Stairmaster, you're pretty much straight ahead. When you're on a bike, you're going pretty much straight ahead. But certainly putting in positions where you have to put a lot of weight on it and take the physical punishment that you can see in a game like tonight.
Help me out with something, because there's been a lot of criticism of ice around the league and other players because of bad ice, slow ice or whatever. Darren Pupa, the same situation. Yeah. Brendan Shanahan had a bit of a problem. Do you foresee or do you concur? Do you think there's a problem insofar as ice is concerned in sustaining these injuries?
I think that they definitely relate to one another. We were talking about this before the game, and I think the quality of the ice is not quite where it could be. I think that with the new buildings, they're open. It's a lot harder to keep it so cold. Maybe throwing a dome over top of the ice surface, trying to keep it cold up till game time. And then certainly it's going to wear off, but you're going to start. Maybe the third period with the ice at the level of what it was normally at the start of a game.
Yeah, well, that's what people who I've talked about ice say. You're never going to have ideal conditions. It's going to start off one way in the beginning. It's going to be radically different 3 hours later.
Well, maybe we can look into it a little further. I mean, maybe there's a different way to process the ice, and hopefully a solution can be found and the ice can be improved.
Okay, what is the next step for you? You've got to meet with doctors. What do you have to do before you return?
Well, when it's pain-free and I have a complete, 100% power, then I'll be ready to go. I'm not that far away, and hopefully it'll be, by the 21st. I'm pretty sure it'll be.
Saturday is definitely out.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be playing Saturday, but certainly by the 21st, I hope to be back.
A lot easier playing the game.
Oh, don't you know it?
Eric, we can't wait. Certainly, hopefully within the next week.
I can't wait.
All right. Eric Lindros, our guest here. Thank Eric very much for joining us. We are through 20 minutes of play at the Core State Center. 1-0, the Caps